proud of always remembering him. As I said, I salute this great man who come from a humble background but became an icon in the field of mathematics. Despite domestic hurdles and colonial suppression, he achieved excellence. Eventually, the colonial administration had to acknowledge his brilliance. His crowning glory came when he became the youngest fellow of the Royal Society. His life continues to inspire generations of Indians. I suggest to all the youngsters they should all read the life and teachings of Sri Ramanujan Garu and get inspiration. I am happy to know that Vijay Prasad has organized a massive outreach program in 2020 titled Ramanujam Yatra. I am told this program received a good response across the country and inspired young people. The same way as we celebrate Azadi Ka Amrita Mahotsav, we pay homage to 6 scientists today who have contributed immensely to the world of science and to our nation. They are Raghavan Kuranai, Sri G.N. Ramachandraji, Sri Adavarthi Naidamma, Sri Balasubramaniam Ramamurthy, Sri G.S. Ladda and Rajeswari Chatterjee. This year is the birth centenary of these exceptional scientists. Born in 1922, these 6 scientists grew up in the pre-independence era. The Indian scientific fraternity was not provided adequate freedom, respect, and space to conduct their scientific studies. The British did all that they could dampen the spirit and intellect of our scientists and technocrats. Yet, they continued their struggle like any other freedom fighters. And they did their bit to mathematics research. We must increase public and private investments in R&D, nurture our research scholars to do high-quality research, encourage them to publish papers in reputed peer-reviewed journals, resolve bottlenecks in patenting regime, and nurture promising ideas that find wide applications. Through these initiatives, India must aim to become a world leader in scientific research and innovation and become Vishwaguru once again. World leader, not to conquer the world and make it a colonial. We don't believe in colonial rule. We want to become world leader to spread, to give knowledge. We want to be a knowledge giver. My dear sisters and brothers, for India to be among top nations in STEM, there is a need to put in place a well-planned strategy to identify and nurture talent from a young age, offer incentives, provide facilities to take up cutting edge and support researchers in finding solutions to societal problems. The ultimate aim of science should be to make people's life comfortable, happy. More comfortable, happy. In this regard, the key concern that needs to be addressed in the STEM ecosystem is the lack of diversity. While India has a significant share of female graduates in STEM, more than 42%, better than some of the developed nations. Only 16.6% women researchers are directly engaged in R&D activities. Diversity in STEM is absolutely necessary, and the need of the hour is to bridge the gender divide in employment.
Mitra, Dr. Panchanan Maheshwari I mentioned, Dr. Pental, A.S. Pental, Dr. Ramalinga Swami, Dr. Swaminathan, earlier Dr. Benjamin Pyarepal. These were all recognized globally. And today we have a big challenge, standing on the shoulders of the contributions, how we can bring the university system back into the front lines of scientific research. What happened was something which has value but also has lessons for us. It has value in the sense India was one of the few countries at independence, the few post-colonial countries, to invest in high-level science and technology. Many people criticize India for doing so, but we today are seeing the fruits of that investment in space, atomic energy, defense, in our education system at high end and so on and so forth. So that has been very important. But it also resulted in a disconnect somewhat between our research institutions and our education institutions. That barrier has to be broken, and we must merge our research institutions and our educational institutions intellectually in a manner which allows them to function and interact seamlessly, bringing back youth and the youngest people into the best research environments and connecting the best research environments to our university system and expanding the footprint of science. This is the big challenge we have. This is a challenge we have in the context of major problems we face, be they climate change, pandemics, biodiversity loss, environment, sustainable development. All of these are eminently addressable problems if we expand the footprint of our science and our ecosystem and have young people coming. So while we celebrate these great scientists and we look forward to more coming up every year, we must also see what we have to do going ahead, and this is something which is eminently feasible and we should do. In that regard, we must celebrate, analyze, and implement the government's new national education policy. That has not only opened up ideas for us to implement at the primary school level, at the high school level, in terms of the colleges, professional courses, and so on, but also highlights the importance of independent